I get so used to that fucking music that comes up
You love
before the
it?
things.
You always say it's our mood music.
It's something. I will say that. It's definitely something. But how are you doing today?
Max, I don't know. I feel beautiful. I feel conflicted. I feel excited. All the feelings. I have
I
so
don't
many
feel
feelings right now.
conflicted about a motherfucking day.
Oh my gosh. Don't start. We didn't even get to you yet. We're still on
I'm
me,
not starting me. I just talk
Max.
about the conflicted part. But you
I,
go ahead.
I feel conflicted. It's like, how you go through like a growth moment, and it's that moment where you're leaving one mindset and turn that down, and you're adapting a new, healthier mindset for who you are today. That's
Hmm.
how I'm feeling. Jeep is on.
Okay.
Hi, Yona. Um,
Andrea, what's up?
hey. But yeah, that's why I'm feeling conflicted, because it's like leaving the old mindset behind. You and I talked
Hmm.
about it briefly this past weekend,
Right.
and adapting new mindsets that fit who I am today and not who I was a year ago, even.
I
So,
mean, it's all about growth,
yeah,
evolution, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
do.
that's what it's all about. That's life, man. You gotta, like, my rule is always I know I'm not a perfect individual. So, recognizing imperfection is the first step to growth because then you'll recognize places you need to grow on things with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, um, it allows you to be able to like reach for things that you may not particularly recognize as flaws and recognize those flaws and be able to say, you know what? All right, let me go work on this. All right, boom, bang, bow. Let me go work on that. Yada, yada, yada. All that good shit. So that's why I say it's very important to evolve yourself because without evolution, we'd still be fucking pushing a wheel around, a stone wheel, probably doing some yabba dabba do shit, fucking paddling the car with our feet and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
and I think that's what it is. I think I'm evolving, and it's really uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because it's like, so a good example is like when I grew up in the church heavy, and I grew up learning how to tithe, right? And like you're supposed to give 10%, all this stuff, and the church would preach like a curse if you didn't do that, all this stuff. And I remember someone saying, like, you don't just have to tithe 10% of your money, you can tithe 10% of your time, you can tithe 10% of whatever. And when someone said that, it jacked my whole, like, I feel like my brain short circuited a little bit because it was changing to adapt to a new mindset. So
Hmm.
now in the lifestyle, dating in the lifestyle, experiencing people in the lifestyle, it's like my mind is changing and adapting, and it's hard as hell.
Yeah.
It's hard as hell. Um, why is Max looking like it? So that's what I said. I said he looking like LL Cool J is hard as hell. Like he's looking like what is happening?
It is somewhere where I'm at.
so yeah, so that that's where I am today. That's how I'm feeling. How the hell are you feeling today, Max?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty fucking good, to be honest with you.
You
You
look pretty
know,
good.
thank you. You looking good too. You know what I'm saying? We looking good together out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking good, feeling good, trying to eat good, but sometimes the eating be trash because you be too busy doing the bullshit. I'm actually was going through my grocery list and I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to buy a bunch of like quick shit. Because even though, yeah, for Christmas I might eat some regular shit, whatever, I'm not gonna be able to do that shit when I get to the other thing. My bad if I ain't see y'all comments.
Everybody saying
Um,
hi. We got Jeep, RJ,
what's
Alicia,
up? What's up?
Joy,
What's up, y'all? What's
Lauren,
up,
Paisley.
all
We got
y'all?
all the people, Priscilla, all these beautiful people on here. Last episode of the year, and we're going out with a bang.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. So, should we deal with this now, or should I deal with this later? What you say?
Go ahead, Max. Talk your ish.
All right. So, take a little huff first. Hmm. Anyway, this shit is hard for me because I'm not the type. I'm not messy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type that does all that airing out the laundry and doing all that shit. But there's certain shit where I gotta speak up because it's about when it's something that's personal to me. And the thing is, there was a lot of things being said because a certain girl got dumped. You know what I'm saying? I dumped CJ, and because I dumped her, she has attitude and she and her feelings. She want to make up all these stories. All of a sudden, she even tried to say that I owe her money for a ticket that she didn't even buy because the promoter of the event checked the list and guess whose name ain't on there for purchasing the ticket? How do I owe you money for that? And that was something that you asked me to tag along with. I was going by myself. Because a lot of y'all might not know this, but that relationship was done for months. Like before Halloween, that shit was already cooked. And I was kind of already on the verge of fed up before that. It's just, I have a problem. Yes, we going there today. Because certain things were said that I have to address.
I'm here.
So I tried to handle this maturely. That's why nobody knew. I was trying to still be friends. I was still trying to keep everything. Because almost every ex that I have, I'm still cool with them to this day. If I see them, they see me, we hug each other. Hey, it's love. Da, da, da. It just didn't work out. It's cool. But then we have people who records start skipping. And when their records start skipping, they start coming up with all these narratives. So I'll be trying to make this shit make sense. But the thing is to skip past all, because I'm not going to go into the whole dirty details of every little thing. But end of the day, when something is mentioned to me, as far as you saying that you were in an abusive relationship, I turned around and looked and said, who? I never even so much as called this woman the B word. I bet you she can't say that. We talking about receipts. You ain't even gotta just ask me. Ask anybody that's ever said something that her record started skipping on and she got upset, misunderstanding what they said. And then she goes flying off the handle, F this, B that, this. This girl's a whole shit salad of diarrhea salad of fucking words that don't even make sense when they come together and saying all types of disrespectful shit to motherfuckers. It ain't just me. That's why the other girl that was with me, who I'm not going to call her name out because she ain't do nothing wrong to be caught up in all of that. But the other girl I was with too, that's why she did. For the most part, that was what made her stop fucking with Shorty. Even though she was still fucking with me at the time, that's what made her stop fucking with Shorty is her mouth is crazy. And the thing is, that girl simply needs to get counseling and get her help and take her medication and keep it pushing. Because you can't be out here talking people crazy. I don't abuse nobody. I ain't even curse at the girl crazy, and my temper's bad. I ain't gonna hold you, but because I was understanding that her record be skipping, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna unleash that dragon on her. I'm gonna let it go. She takes pictures and sends nudes to half of y'all every day with her face and body all up in it. Where the abuse? So even if you wanted to say, oh, maybe he's lying, Half of y'all, most of y'all on this podcast probably done seen her ass naked. So, where's the abuse? And even if you want to say verbal, how? I don't even be wanting to talk to you. Because I don't argue back and forth with females. That's an infamous thing with me. This is the once and only time I'm going to address this. And it's my fault because I got to stop trying to fix broken things. So I'm taking accountability. I got to know how to work within my level. And Cornita yelled at me about this a long time ago. Even before you, Nova, she was one of the first that used to always. I've known Cornita a long time. Okay. And y'all need to fuck with her life insurance too, because that shit is dope. But
I shared the post.
And they give you financial advice too, because some of y'all don't know how to manage y'all money, so y'all need to go holler at her. But anyway, my whole thing is that you have to understand that it's very, very important to stay in your station. Me, I have a bad habit of trying to fix things and trying to do things and looking past stuff. I've heard it from, and they was like, yo, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, nah, but this, nah. And I always try to see the best in people, even when they don't deserve it. But the thing is, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's why I said what I said on the last show. Ain't no more. Listen, if you ain't healed, if you are not functionally, if you need to do the work, no offense to you, but I can't fuck with you. If you want to, get your little hump on and go about your way, that's fine. I mean, the lifestyle, playing and going is cool. But don't expect to get any of my time. I don't want to really talk to you. I don't really want to bullshit around with you like that. I'm good. Because stuff like this is what creates situations like that. I hardly ever block people. I had to block this girl on everything. I make like twice what this girl does. She had the nerve to send me a Cash App message saying broke bitch. Well, actually, I don't make more than that. But anyway, that's not even the point. She wanted to try to get on me and try to say anything. And fellas, one of the tactics is to try to fuck with a nigga's integrity, to fuck with his wallet, to try to fuck with anything they can when they mad at you. Keep in mind, this girl last week was just on the podcast all over this shit, making all types of random comments. Go back to last week, you see all over that shit. Running her mouth, talking, saying this, that, left, third, ups and sideways. And all of a sudden, now I'm this monster.
But you know what, Max?
It's just the suddenly Susan of it. But go ahead, because
I think, first of all, I'm going to say this. I'm glad that you brought it up because you are a private person and you do like to deal with matters privately. And
hold on. Let me say one thing for Izzy. Izzy, my homie. I need to fuck with her Dirty Discussions podcast too. Izzy, you got to send me like a little flyer or something I could stick up here, like something you have generic. I know you got something up there. Because she be having them sexy videos with her voice. This is Dirty Discussions with Doc Izzy. I'd be like, God damn, I'm about to light a candle and get the lotion out. Like, ooh.
Me too. Me too. So,
you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, all right. So yes, we definitely support that, and we got some sexy people in the audience today.
Oh no, but the one thing I want to say before you jump into that,
go ahead.
I just want to say, Izzy, there's not going to be any more resolving anything. As far as I'm concerned, that girl don't exist. And one thing I want to say, this is very important because there's also another thing going on between two other people that ain't me. I ain't saying nothing about them names because I'm getting girl stuff. But my whole thing is, let's chill out with the screenshots. Like me, I don't want, unless there's like a criminal charge about to come in my direction, don't send me no screenshots. And the same thing goes for them girls, because these girls got each other blocked, but somehow they're getting each other's information about what each other's posting, because people that are in between and instigating the shit with screenshots. So let's dead the screenshots. Let that shit wash away. Let these people move on with their lives. We all got better things to do. All of us as parents got shit to lose. Ain't nobody got time for dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And dumb shit is all that happens when ignorance is perpetuated. So that's more or less, the most I can say about that at this moment. I'll probably say something else in a minute, but go ahead, sweetie.
No, so I'm glad that you brought it up because I think it's important for you to defend yourself and all that other stuff. And I think that it's important for you to address things head on. I like that. You know me, I'm like, who name names, right? So that. But it also fits in what we're talking about tonight. I'm slightly wine drunk. Blame Jeep.
You're slightly wine drunk?
Blame Jeep. Jeep was on the phone with me when I was at the stove. And she
That's
was
a damn shame how fast people pop up for the drama, though.
Buy all the wine. Buy all the wine.
We was giving people information on shit so they could save their lives and save money. These motherfuckers was missing. Then they crying about how broke they is. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you guys say. Nope, I told you the filter's off, baby. Let's go.
So tonight we're going to talk about, this is a year in reflection. I think that's part of our reflection. Part of our reflection is, what are we leaving in 2025? What are we bringing into 2026?
I'm leaving that in 2025.
Please. And I think that, hi, Carnita. So the topic tonight is reflect and reset. So we're reflecting on 2025. What were our highs and lows? You guys tell us what your highs and lows were. What did we keep from 2025? What did we leave in 2025? What are our goals for 2026? And so I think we're going to end with the image that you sent me.
Sorry.
We're going to end with the image that you sent me earlier.
Don't know, you're stupid. Go ahead.
Max, you gotta stay focused.
I'm focused.
So we're going to end with
you
the
ain't
image.
focused? This ain't going to happen on this show that much today. You got to reel me back in. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Who was it? Jeep and Izzy and Joe. We got to help Max stay focused. So anyways, what were some of our highs and our lows from this year? All that stuff. Right? What did we learn? What are we going to do differently? So think about your high from this year. And you guys in the chat too. What was your high from the year? What was something that happened this year that you experienced this year that was like, oh my gosh, I did that. That was beautiful. That was amazing. I'm proud of myself. Blah, blah, blah. And then what was like a low period where you're like, okay, lesson learned. I'm going to change that up for this upcoming year.
Well, we'll start with the high because the low's kind of obvious. Sorry, if y'all didn't notice, in the forecast tonight on the social experiment, it's going to be direct shade, meaning I'm going to say it directly, but it's going to sound shady. But anyway.
Okay, but before you say that, I do want to say this publicly as well, that I am always Team Max. So, and I think everyone knows that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's right, Tanya. Tell him, stop it. Stop it. So, I'm Team Max. I'm always on Max's side. Me and Max are always on the same page. You won't get a different story or a different perspective from me than from Max and vice versa. So just know that we're not married, but we operate as one.
HB said they met their sexual equal. That's dope. Mm-hmm. It's not easy to find that. That's hard to find that synchronicity. I'm gonna speak on my high first.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Honestly, my high was being on the Dirty Discussions podcast with my very good friend, the sexy and lovely Doc Izzy. That was actually that was a high for me because that's the first time I've been on another show in a minute. And I just love the setup. Her production is like immaculate. And the whole setup is really well done. So that was really a high for me. You know what I'm saying? And Tanya's right. The vetting wasn't done properly. But like I said, I'm an imperfect character. And like I said, I actually spoke on that before. I try to see the best in people, even when it should, even when it's going against my better judgment. But anyway, I want to skip off of that for a minute. Like I said, being on that show, building with her and Cheddar Bang on there,
yeah, that was a dope show.
Is funny as hell. So being on there with them too, I was having a great fucking time. That was a real high for me. I know there's probably some other highs too. I mean, just living life on a daily basis is a high. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much completing my second certification for my IT stuff, that's also a high too. I just got to take the test, which it's an open book test. I'll take it and pass it. I finished all the coursework though, which was a challenge because I really had a lot to do this year. So that was a high. Excuse me, a high. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, when we slide to the other side, we already know what the low end was. So I just went through that. I ain't gonna keep rehashing it. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things where you just live and learn. Like I said, I have to operate within my level. I haven't been operating within my level, but that changes starting today. Yes. Because I don't have the patience to deal with ignorance. I don't do the messy stuff. Like this online talking about this, I talk down about that kind of. I know people watch those lives where them guys be hearing people out on show all the time. It's cute. Whatever. That's not what we do over here for the most part. But I ain't gonna just sit in the dark while somebody's sitting there making up a bunch of fucking story.
Hashtag facts.
Because that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I got not just receipts. I got people with receipts too that can also verify what I'm saying, not just with me, but happening to them too. But I ain't gonna pull all that out because it's not even necessary. Because just scroll on that page for a few minutes, you'll see the fucking verbal diarrhea flying all over the place. And that is all I can say about that. Now, lovely Nova, let me hear your high. I think I know what your high is, though.
What's my high?
The success you had with your event that you did.
Ooh, my work one?
Uh-huh.
Max, I'm gonna cry.
I think that was probably one of your highs because you was really proud about how that turned out.
You're such a jerk. I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
I wasn't even. I know. I'm gonna cry because emotions are healthy, and I'm slightly
emotions. Well, while you're clearing your tears, I'm gonna just read a couple of comments because these people are.
Please, jerk.
All right, so Seymour said he met so many awesome people in the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Having new experiences with awesome individuals. Looking forward to new highs. Pretty fire Morgan. Wagwan, baby. She said, breaking her family generational curse and purchasing land.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me get the applause sound effect for that shit because listen, man. People don't understand how important that kind of shit is. Like you gotta rise above the fuck shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gotta rise above the bullshit sometimes because breaking those generational curses is so important. Like I said, discussing finance and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta holler at people that know what they talking about. When I'm trying to push y'all in the direction, I'm not telling y'all that. I'm not getting no money off of referring Kernita's business to any of y'all. I'm not getting $1. Me and her ain't in a relationship. I'm not getting nothing from this. I'm doing this because I fuck with her and I actually did the business myself as far as I got a policy through there myself and I saw how good it worked. And when I see how good something works, whether it was her, whether it was anybody else, I'm going to support my people in my circle first. Yeah. So I'm going to put that out there. If I find out, like I said, with Izzy, with her show, I'm talking about that over other stuff because she's in my direct circle. When I see people have a business that's popping, I'm going to talk about that first. Like if I have somebody's cake and their cake is popping, I'm be like, yo, that cake was lit. Da, 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 da. Support that first. Like, this is what it's about. This is the kind of shit that we want to wrap this year with. The kind of shit we want to move into next
Yes.
year with. You know what I'm saying? I'm
100%.
trying to focus on the highs. I don't want to announce y'all lows unless y'all really want to talk about them. I see them, but I'm trying
It's
to keep it
important.
positive.
I think it's important because, you know, like we'll talk about some low, like we'll talk about like the impact of lows later, but like the highs are so important. And I think that it's easy to be entrenched and like engulfed by the negativity because of our world, our country, our political climate, our whatever. And
Hmm.
now we're able to say, like, wait, I did that thing. So even when you just mentioned my event, that wasn't even on my mind, especially because I'm a horn dog. That wasn't in my thoughts. But that's true. I hosted my business, which is me, hosted my second successful sold out women's wellness weekend. And it was amazing. It was beautiful. We had so many different people there and different personalities and held it down. So I'm really, really proud of that. Like, I'm really proud of that. That's definitely a high for me. The high that
Hmm.
I was also thinking about was going to Hito. That
Of
was my
course, because you're thinking
that
about
was
bald headed whole shit.
I was
See,
thinking
I'm
about going to the ocean because you know what? I had the best time of my life there. I feel like Hito is forever going to be imprinted in my spirit. I'm going back next year with Lola La Loca and the Dream Team
la 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 la
because
la.
it was so amazing. I embraced my nudity more. Like, I like being naked, but like I didn't realize I was gonna love being naked, you know, and it was so, so awesome. It was so beautiful. I had tears in my eyes when I had to like put my clothes back on and go to the airport.
Can I ask
Um,
you a question?
no.
Just on that experience. Just
Oh,
on that experience.
yes.
Because Hito is something. You know, my problem is I've been to nudist spots before, but I was with strangers.
Hmm.
But being naked around my motherfuckers that like I like my some people like some of the dudes that's there, that's my niggas. We cool. It's different when you in the middle of playing and y'all happen to both have your joints out at the same time. It's not the same thing as when you're literally just walking around, just out there.
Hmm.
And like you'll see somebody or whatever, you give them a little dap, whatever, da, 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 you going by, and it's just like I don't know if I get my mind around that yet. That's been a big roadblock for me when it comes to Hito.
Really?
You know, at first I thought it was the fact that my dick's only big when it's hard. When my dick
Yeah.
is soft, my shit
You're
was basic as fuck.
you're a grower, not a shower. Yeah.
Right. So I thought that was gonna be my problem at first, but then I said to myself, I don't give a fuck about that. They
Yeah.
find out what that shit hitting for when that shit get up to go do what it need to do. But my whole thing is that really was the thing that's bothering me. It was that. Like in one of the chats, I remember Lisa's mentioning he gonna if I come at the time when he's there, he gonna make me come up on the stage or whatever. And the first thing I'm thinking to myself is, I don't know if I want to stand in front of my nigga and just be like, I don't want to
Oh.
see him like that. And I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's
I
just,
hear you, and I think I thought about that too, and like especially as a plus size baddie, I was thinking about that. But literally,
it's different from men, though.
no,
It's different from men.
nobody cares. Nobody cares. You feel that,
Oh,
like
I care.
you won't because you'll be surrounded by so many people who truly just don't give a f. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking. Nobody's paying attention. If anything, they're like, "Oh, I want to see what that thing do," but they're not like, "Oh, look at that." Like no one truly cares, and I think that's why a lot of people love it. There's such freedom and just being naked and being your truth. Like people, like you don't even notice that people are naked sometimes. That you're just like, "Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. I think you should do it." You don't have to be naked all the time. You actually can't be naked when you're eating.
Mhm.
But like
Can you
even
wear a
that,
towel?
huh?
Can you wear a towel? Like, I don't want to just be randomly walking around and like maybe I decide to indulge in a little bit of herbalations or something or whatever the
Mhm.
case may be. I don't want to be like token and shit and joint just out. Like, I'd rather at least be able to put a little towel on. So
Yeah, you can put the
actually,
only place
I
you
don't want to
have to
burn
be
myself.
you just have to be naked in the nude pool area. But aside from that, You don't have to be naked anywhere. Like, you could have clothes on most places. Once you get into that new pool area, though, they're like, clothes off, thank you. And so that's really it.
Well, it better be a woman saying clothes off, thank you. Because if it's a man saying clothes off, thank you, I'm a diamond cut his ass. I ain't got time for that. Some niggas start reaching for my towel. I'm gonna be the diamond cutter.
So anyway, so that was my high. Those are some of my highs between like my business. My business has been doing some beautiful things. Even recently, like someone reached out to me like, "Hey, we need you to apply for funding," and that was like, "What? You want to give me money for my business?" You know, so like that was dope. Business has been going great. It's always a beautiful accomplishment that I don't have to punch a clock, that I don't have to put in a time off request. I'm really grateful for that. My family's doing good. I'm so grateful for that. My parents are both still here. I'm grateful for that. I'm enjoying that. I'm grateful. Lows from this year. Well, we all know April was a low.
Once again, here we go. I was hoping we could just slide by this one and not even address it.
April was a low. Like, that was a low, but it was a learning low. And I will say this. If I had to go through that, I remember saying to my therapist, I'm so grateful that I experienced the support that I did. I experienced 99% love, support, encouragement, true, authentic, I'm here for you. All the hosts and hostesses and people were just like, Nova, we got your back. My sister circle, that's always my high. Like, they held me down. People really loved me and showed up for me. So like, it was a low. The experience was a low, and I was pissed. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do I have to go through this? And I remember saying that, like, since I have to go through this, the way that I went through it was still beautiful. It was still beautiful. Like, and for me, like, that solidified my love friendship with you. You know what I mean? Like, you're a high from my year because
I'm a high for somebody. Yeah, oh shit.
Yes, you're high.
Somebody I didn't actually sleep with. Ain't that some shit?
You're welcome. Because you held me down. It helped me. I didn't come into the lifestyle for friends, but I met friends. Like, I realized that I had friends. Like, I had like Jeep and Izzy and Sir Lises. Shout out to Sir Lises. Like, he has held me down from the beginning of my lifestyle experience to now. Like, I have had people just really be there for me and show up for me and love on me. And I was like, oh, shoot, thanks. You know, like, it was beautiful. So even though that was my low, like, fuck that situation, but I'm grateful for the true love that
What would you say? I'm going to ask you a tough question.
Listening.
Because I've also got some events in the background. Somebody literally told the same story you had happen. I ain't going to say who or what, but as far as safety committee business goes, somebody came with the same story as you. Different person, but the same story. Anyway, so what would you say you learned from that particular experience? You don't have to go into detail, but...
Yeah, I learned to protect my space because a lot of that was a result of other people's actions. None of it was a result of mine. So I learned that. I learned that there are definitely wolves in sheep's clothing. And that's been a challenge to navigate certain things in the lifestyle because I'm a naturalist and I'm also a loyalist. And so to me, I found people disloyal to me in that situation that I never thought would be. And I was like, dang. So that I learned to make sure that I enhance my own safety first. Like, you're not gonna catch Nova sharing a room with anybody. Like, if you are my date or my man, you're not gonna catch that. So that was definitely a lesson learned. So that, and also to trust when people show you their character, even if it isn't toward you. Because people who I realized were truly disloyal and opportunist and shady snakes were people who I had seen that character in and their interactions with other people. And I justified it by saying, like, well, they didn't do anything to you.
Mhm.
It's like, no. Somebody said, like, smart people learn from their own mistakes, but wise people learn from other people's mistakes. And so I definitely learned that. So yeah, and and I said this before when I first came back, that like, shout out to my therapist. Everyone should have a therapist. But I remember talking to her and she was saying, like, everyone is not like, the lifestyle is not based on the people who hurt you, right? Like, that they are not the representation of the lifestyle. And so I learned to continue to adapt my life to who I am and not to other people. So yeah, lesson
learned.
Lesson learned. Yes.
You know, as I sit here and I reflect, and I'm listening to you, and I'm also reflecting on some other stuff, right? You know, there was actually, 25 was kind of a shit salad, if you will. You know, my, stock portfolio kind of tanked and went up and down and all around. I don't know what half this country was doing. Anyway, and then I would say the number one lesson I learned is I have to trust my first mind. If I was just on, and not even just in this situation that happened, because that's something that Mel just asked me, like, what did I learn? There's a couple of times where I've second guessed things, and I've always had good instincts for stuff. It's when I second guess my first instinct that I end up in a situation that gives me a fucking headache. And that's in many different things. There are investments I made where I said, nah, I shouldn't really fuck with that, and I went and did it anyway, just as sure, money down the toilet. Even in maybe going somewhere or whatever, just in several different circumstances where I just should have, I knew I should have zigged, but I zagged anyway.
Yeah.
And because of that, it created a whole bunch of shit that didn't need to be created. And it was nothing gainful for me to have went through any of that. Not having any of that stuff happen was crazy. Because, and I'm going to be petty for a second, right? So...
Just for a second. I mean...
No, I'm going to be petty. I'm going to be petty for a second. Because I don't like people attacking my pocket because I work very hard. I work a lot of hours. Like last week, I clocked in about 105 hours. Like I put in work to make sure I make that money one way or the fucking other. Because I'm trying to bounce back from lost investments and things now. And let me tell you something. How does a girl who never had to pay for nothing talk about somebody not having money? That's why Nova just got up. See, the girl didn't even know how to pay to go into the club because she never had to pay. I always paid for this shit. And not even just for me. People that have seen me come to spots, multiple times with 1, 2, maybe even 3 girls. I paid for all that shit by myself. So that was an insult. And that was because the thing is with me, I'm the kind of person, if I have it, I will give it to you. I have no problem helping somebody out. I have given people so much free advice, free this, free that shit, that I charge a good amount of money an hour to do. I have done on the free. I can't even run down the list of things that I saved that girl's life on. But I'm not going to go through that list because I'm not going to air around her shit like that. She's still somebody's mother. So I'm not going to go that far. But my whole thing is that I'm just saying that it was a lesson learned to know let me not do that. Let me make sure when my first mind is telling me to do this, let me just follow that and keep it pushing. That's why I said I take accountability for that. And I mean, just anything that goes wrong, I look at it like somehow it's still my fault because there's something I could have did differently. And that's why I always emphasize that. You know, even when people were saying, "Oh, Max, you sound like you're bashing the girls." I'm not bashing the girls. I'm telling them that when you're going through the same shit on the regular, you have to look at the woman in the mirror just like I look at the man in the mirror and say to yourself, what is it that is going wrong that I keep running into certain things? Or what did I do wrong that made something not go right for me? You have to take accountability for this shit. So I would say the greatest high that I could say I took out of this year was just understanding the importance and continuing to teach the importance of accountability and practicing what I preach by taking it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a perfect individual, no. I never claim to be. I say it all the time. I ain't perfect. I'm a work in progress. As they say, he ain't through with me yet. Yeah. You know, there's still work to be done. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you elevate yourself to the next levels. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm more interested in looking forward to the future because I'm thinking about some Hito right now. Because I already got a cruise booked.
You know you need to come to Lola Loca.
The cruise is booked, what you call it? Halloween weekend. I got to see if her weekend, I might have a class when she's going though. Because I have something going on around that time. So I have to see if I could make it around that time. I don't know. I have to look because I have some things going on this summer. When is Lola's dates? I think because hers was
20th to the 27th of June.
Yeah, June might be a little rough for me, but I gotta see because I was thinking more July or August, but because I have a little bit.
When Sir Lisa's goes, I think that's Cherry Shake.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make. I don't know if I can make June's. July might be more feasible for me.
August is, you said July? August is, Labor Day weekend is Choco Bliss.
Well, I'm not going to go Labor Day weekend because I got business on the Caribbean side with all the Labor Day events and all of that.
Excuse me, Max.
So that's why I said July is like in the middle. It gives me enough time to reset and get ready for the Labor Day weekend and all the August shit. Because my birthday's in August, so... it would be kind of dope if I could do an August run, but most of those things don't happen around my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to see.
Question. You ready?
What up? Mm-hmm.
What mistakes did you make this year? We heard about that one mistake.
Oh, God. I was about to say, I
think Missy is going in October for Halloween, she said.
Halloween. I'm going to be I'm going to be on a cruise.
No, Joy is saying it in the group chat that Missy's going in August, and she's going on Halloween now. She made a post.
Oh, she changed it?
Mm-hmm. She made a post today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make that because I'm going to be on a boat.
What mistake did you make this year? Like, what mistake did you make this year that you're like, okay, lesson learned, I'm not doing that again?
I don't know. I don't regret my mistakes that much because each mistake is a learning lesson.
Okay. My mistake was spending. I am not a good spender. Like, I'm a YOLO spender.
I mean, listen, we all gonna die one day.
Yeah,
you can't take it with you. Fuck it.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Just make sure
my financial advisor is not happy with me.
Listen, but the thing is, you got to live in a happy medium because there's no point in working hard to not enjoy any of the spoils of your labor.
True. You
know what I'm saying?
True.
So that's something that you should be mindful of.
Yeah.
I would say just make sure that you knock out your bills the best you can. Even with that, you can't stress yourself with so much. I know everybody that's watching this show is not okay. There are people that are going through it. I know because people of all financial brackets are feeling the crunch right now. Everything's
Mm-hmm.
extremely high. Like my electric bill is ridiculous, and I got all these lights on right now.
I'm not gonna
But
in that thing.
like I would say, fucking rent is crazy. You want to cop a whip. The interest rates is crazy. Like it's just a lot of things that's crazy right now. But I'm talking about even when you're hitting the six-figure numbers, which is the holy grail that a lot of people want to hit. You think once you get there, you be all right. Then when you get there, you realize, damn, this shit still don't feel like enough. Like, what the fuck I gotta do?
It never feels like enough. My niece's mom was telling me that recently. She was like, "Girl, I hit the six-figure mark, and I'm about to get a part-time job." And then I think I told you on the phone the other day, Max, how my dad was like, "It's crazy when like 5,000 hits your account on Friday, and then Monday you're worried about overdraft." Like, what?
That time I experienced that because of all that charging I was doing when I was buying shit for the fucking cruise last minute. Because I bought everything last minute. So imagine buying clothes for like 15 different themes, plus like paying for hotels and airport and flights and shit like that. Yeah, it wasn't right. And I had to pay for a hotel for the day before and the day after the cruise. So there was, it just was what it was. But I had a great time, and I'm already signed up for the next one. So where we at?
I think that's the thing, is the balance, like figuring out what the balance is, because I am in between like YOLO and like but I need to plan for the future. And that's the balance that I'm always trying to teeter, and making sure that I can take care of what I need to take care of, but also don't miss life experiences. Like I'm quick for somebody like, "You want to do this?" And I'm like, "Yup." Like I just got a text in my sister's circle yesterday, like, "We going to Chicago?" And I'm like, "Yup." Well, like I don't know where the dollars are coming from, but I'm going to Chicago.
It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I would say bargain shopping is probably a very important thing to learn to do. I'm going to advise people, be careful with those third-party sites when it comes to your flights, though.
Oh, yeah, no way.
Because if your flight gets fucked up, you got to go through a headache to get your shit. That's why I always buy direct from the airline. Now, when it comes to hotels, use them third-party shits for that, because that don't matter. You can always get the insurance, and you'll get something for a great price. Like, I was staying in the fucking Blue Lagoon joint close to the airport. Marriott out there. It was Marriott Hilton, some shit. Like 5 minutes from the airport. And that shit was like, I had a suite. I had a king suite. And I paid like $115 for that shit for the night. Because I caught that shit on a third party site. But I didn't do that coming. I stayed at a different thing. I stayed at Yotel when I went down, because I like Yotel and it's nice, but Yotel's expensive. But the rooms are very modern. And that room wasn't even half as big as the room I had at the Blue Lagoon. And I don't even know how much I paid for that shit. That shit was about like $200 or something that fucking night.
Listen, shout out to my sister working at the Hilton so I can get this Hilton discount. Like, shout out to her.
Yo, shout out to you. You're going to give me that hookup so that I can get the goddamn Hilton discount. God damn it. I need a plug. I need a plug, god damn it. Because I'm about to do this shit again.
Who about to start working with Marriott? That's the next discount.
You know what I want to do too? I want to turn the lifestyle into a place that's safe, where people can work together, can build financial security together. Because like Mel Scott said a little minute ago, 6 figures in NYC ain't it. Like, you doing 6 figures in NYC and you still looking like I'll go to sleep with this much money in my account, wake up and there's only this in my account. I'm like, what happened? And there's all these bills that you got on auto pay. You know what I'm saying? If you're a movie buff like me, you got like 3 or 4 different streaming things because of whatever, and all this shit. Before you know it, this is the era of getting nickel and dimed out of all of your money. They don't necessarily. There's a couple like the rent. Yeah, that hits you one time in the back of your neck, and that shit is a whole jack, getting way overcharged. But that's just one thing. Other than that, it's a bunch of nickel and dime shit that comes together. Next thing you know, your money just like.
And heaven forbid if you affirm. I think that's what I gotta go. I'm not affirming nothing in 2026. I am not affirming anything in 2026.
You a liar.
I gotta get
you
my
gonna end up
life.
on one of them fucking trips, and you gonna end up affirming that shit.
For now, I'm going on a cruise next month, but that was my parents got me a cruise for my birthday. Shout out to them. I'm going to Hito with Lola La Loca and the Dream Team in June. And then I want to go to Costa Rica for my birthday. So, and then Chicago just popped up. Like, stop popping up. But yeah.
See, the key thing is to try to find a way to get benefit from this. Like one thing I will advise to like me, I actually own a fashion magazine. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. But the thing is that fashion magazine industry is technically kind of, but because I still do business under that entertainment umbrella, it allows me to write off certain things that I do. Like I get a write-off for the cruise that I just went on because I took meeting with a couple of DJs that end up working the event that just passed a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So now I'm doing business while I'm on the cruise. I'm speaking with artists. I'm speaking with DJs. I'm doing different things. You got to learn your tax write-offs because you can't help how much things cost. So you have to try to get it on the back end, and the tax write-offs is a key way to get a lot of that shit back. Because it's not about how much you make; it's about how much you keep. That's why you'll see some girl. She might only be. I've seen like chicks that I know making money, and they be like, "Yo, I know this shorty. She only working at whatever. They only making like 35,000, 45,000 a year." But this chick is traveling all over the place. I said she got two skills. Number one, she know how to travel on discount. She finds all the deals. Same. And number two, she probably doesn't have a lot of expenses. Because even though she might only be making 45, and she has $35,000 in her hand worth of overhead money that she can play with, that's a big deal from you, who might be making $150,000, but you only got $10,000 to really play with out of that. So it's not how much you have; it's about how much you can actually keep. And that's something that you have to realize.
It's tough though. Like I know for me, I talked to you in April because I do my taxes the very last day that taxes are supposed to be done because I typically owe. But like trying to buy a home, that's expensive. How are you owing? Huh?
How are you owing? You got a job.
This is what I'm saying to you. It's because I want to buy a house. And because my primary source of income is being a business owner, I can't take as many deductions as I'd like to because it drops my income. It drops my taxable income.
Right, because you need to have a certain earned income. Oh, shit, yeah.
But remember, I talked to you in April. I got a $10,000 tax bill. And that's why when Hov said, really, the fact is you're not in the same tax bracket.
Now, I hope you buying this house to do something equitable with it, because your lonely ass don't need to sit there by yourself.
Why you call me lonely ass?
Because you by yourself. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got no husband. You got plenty of men, but you ain't got no husband. Max! What are you gonna do with a whole house? You might as well make that house make money for you. And talk to somebody that don't know better.
I'm not talking to you no more. What'd you say? I don't even know what you said. Anyway.
Listen, you get a house, and I don't see the rules are different in different places. Some places you gotta live in the house for like a year before you can do whatever with it. blah blah blah.
Well, like, so part of my plan is to buy a house, and I want to be eligible to do that. But then, like my parents, they want to move down south, so then they're like, "All right, you could just take over our house." So I don't know what I'm going to do.
Actually, I just thought of a loophole. How you don't have to get fucked on your taxes, and you could still get the crib. If you buy the crib under your business, instead of buying it under your LLC, instead of buying it under your personal credit, then it doesn't matter what your personal credit is, because it's about the business credit and what the business is earning and blah, 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 blah. And whatever the business is earning, you still got to pay yourself. And then you get a deductible for paying yourself out of the business. So that's a loophole you could use to decrease your tax debt. You'll still have to pay some tax because you're going to have earned income for the business.
$10K this year I paid in taxes.
But you'll be able to finagle that, because one good thing about Trump's America is that when you got a business, as having a business, you're going to have certain tax credits that you could take advantage of for being a business, where you don't have to pay that much in tax. You'll pay less as a business entity than you will as a sole entity as a person.
Max, I need you to see that the chat is moving in with me. Izzy's moving in with me. Seymour Pesos is moving in with me. I don't have to worry about nothing.
You better do what I tell you. I don't want to hear that shit. Shit.
Golly. Thank you, Joy.
Well, her financial advisor need to be fired because he should have told her this shit.
No, it's not that. It's just that, like, he's too nice. He's too nice.
Yeah, I'm not nice. I'm telling you the truth. You don't need nice. You need somebody who's going to be productive. Fuck nice. I don't want you to be my friend. I want you to be my benefactor. You know what I'm saying? Helping me to benefit. And the fact of the matter is, you would do better getting the house under the LLC.
I think I will. I think I'm going to work on that.
Like all your purchases, anything big, you buy a car, you buy a house, it's much better to do it under the LLC. And then you could do write-offs on all of that shit for the year because you're buying it under the business entity. Even if you're renting to yourself, you still have to pay. It's about moving the money around. Because this is how the rich folks is doing it. They not sitting up here going in their pocket and taking out 10 grand and saying, here. No, they have that shit sitting in escrow, or they have that shit sitting in stocks, or more than 10 grand, but I'm just saying. Or they'll have that shit sitting in the bank. They'll be like, all right, I have this much money in the bank. They'll never keep more than maybe 15 to 20 grand in the bank, honestly. And the rest of their money is in bonds and stocks and maybe rare metals and whatever the fuck else. And if they need to do something, they leverage that money and get credit from the bank.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to spend your cash.
I think it's gonna flow. Here's the thing. I believe in divine timing. I know that, like, I don't like the phrase everything happens for a reason, because some things in life I'm like, what was the reason? But I do believe in divinity, and I know that I'm divinely aligned. And so I know that when it's time, it will happen. I meditate and I'm like, all right, universe, when it's time, just put me in place, in position to be able to do what I need to do, when I need to do it, how I need to do it. Mm-hmm. So I've released myself from the stress and the worry of that next step. You know what I mean? And so I'm just grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for stability. I'm grateful, like, I have my own place. I live alone. I would love to not live alone, but
yes.
You know,
oh my God, that feels so good. Like, I just walk in and just whip my dick out. I'm just comfortable. I ain't got to talk to nobody. I ain't got to do nothing. The moment I close that door, I don't know nobody till I come back outside if I don't want to. I barely even be on my phone when I'm home because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my time to watch the TV, to chill out, just have my alone time, meditate, all of that good shit. That's what
Yeah.
I've come up with a lot of these brilliant ideas I have. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not
Now,
stressing it. I'm not worrying about it. I'm just gonna let the universe take care of me because it has taken care of me. Oh, I have a share. You ready?
we have a share.
I have a share. I forgot this highlight. Everybody clap it up for me. Everybody clap it up for me. Max, clap for me, please, before I share my share.
Um, I'm trying to get the. There we go. Oh, we got a little drum roll.
This
There
year,
we go.
this year, 5 years cancer free.
Woo! There we go. There we go. That sound effect. There we go. Congratulations.
5 years cancer free. Fuck cancer so hard. 5 years cancer free. I don't really share that much about my personal stuff, but 5 years cancer free. And
Yeah, that is dope.
I did that.
That
I
is
did
dope.
5 years of cancer treatment. I was in medically induced states for 5 years. I still worked through those 5 years. I showed up for my family for those 5 years. I did my thing in those 5 years. My business has grown tremendously in those 5 years. Like, I did my thing. So that's
So you're like the Magic Johnson of cancer.
that's a super fact.
You caught you took a big L, turned it into a W, and became more successful than ever while being sick. That's amazing. Oh, let's run that applause back one more time for that. 'Cause that's just fucking amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. That is
August
amazing.
17th gave me 5 years cancer free.
That's what we're talking about right there. Because and listen, and that's something else I want to reflect on that we've discussed
Yes.
is health. Health is wealth, mental and physical health. We're not going to go into all the details of what you should do, blah, 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 blah. Yana's asking what your business is.
I am a therapist. I have a private practice here.
Yeah, she's
Hit me up
a therapist. She sits there and puts people on her couch and listens to their insanity.
Literally.
Boy, I can refer you a couple of clients.
I have a couch.
I could refer you some.
All right.
But anyway, but I mean that's what's up though.
Yes, 5 years, and it's like you never know it. And it's like when I think about it, I'm like, shucks, I had cancer for real, like for real. So I'm just really grateful. I'm so grateful. Shout out to my sister circle for loving me through it. My family, like I have such an amazing family. I have a beautiful support system. It's all love, no stress, no negativity. It's just all beautiful things. I have a beautiful life. Like I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I remember saying like I want to complain about stuff like having a flat tire. And now I'm complaining about a catalytic converter. You know what I mean? And it's like it's cool because it's like, but I'm alive and I'm here, and none of that stuff matters.
But here's the best part. Here's the best part, though.
Tell me.
As you talk about the universe, when it speaks to you, when it brings things to you, is how it's going to happen. How do you know that I'm not that megaphone that is speaking to you, being channeled by the universe, so that you can hear that thing? Like you complained about the catalytic converter. I said, yo, I got people that could hook this shit up. Boom, bang, bow, definitely give you better price than what you was quoted. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, the thing is that, and this is something that I want everybody to understand. I'm gonna take my glasses off for a second. I'm serious. All right, so, oh shit, fucking earpiece came out at the same time. But there's a serious thing here, because, sorry, y'all. I want y'all to understand something that's very important. You're only as strong as the community that you have. Nobody is a monolith. None of us did this shit by ourselves. Anything that we've gotten, any reason, you know what I say, and I say this. There's a lot of times when I give homeless people money. Sometimes I don't. Like if I feel like they on drugs, I don't because I don't want to support their habit. I can tell when they're gonna go use it to whatever. But when I see homeless people on the street, you know what I say? The only difference between him and me is that when my bottom was falling out, I had somebody that could come to me or somebody I could go to that helped to keep me from hitting the fucking ground. They didn't have that or didn't know how to get to that, so they ended up hitting the ground. And that is the thing. We have to support each other, be there for each other. Just like I know certain things about certain things, I tell Nova, hey, do this. Oh, they want to charge you how much? Nah, we're going to do it like this. Somebody just put me on to another way to get your shit for cheaper too. To get the part for cheap or whatever. And I know I can get this shit done for cheaper with them niggas talk. But my whole thing is that this is what it's about. It's about community. The LS should be a community of happiness, prosperity, orgasmic, incredible experiences. And more than anything else, it should be a community that elevates each other in one way or another. We don't have to agree on our preferences. All of us like different things, and that's fine. I'm not here to judge. If somebody wants it this way, they want it that way, or they don't like this, or they don't like that, it's your life. You do what you do. I don't care. As long as you aren't physically harming anybody, your opinions is your opinions. Opinions like assholes. Everybody got one. It doesn't matter. I ain't gonna hold no grudges on that. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, we gotta lift each other up. We don't spend enough time lifting each other up. We spend so much time cutting each other down. Too much time. When I was here cutting down, it was like God knows how many people in here waiting to hear me say some fuck shit. But it's not all. But it's not all about that. It's about elevating each other. Because if we don't do that, and the thing is, again, I always believe in leading by example. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I take the efforts to do things. I don't just talk about shit and not make shit happen. You know, so I've been working on this hard, and this is what the logo for the safety committee is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm putting up that money myself. Yes. I ain't asked nobody for $1. Am I eventually going to use the donation thing, whatever, as it gets bigger and more things are required of it? Of course, it's a not-for-profit. I have to do something. But my whole thing is that I'm going through all the efforts. I'm actually putting in paperwork with the government. I'm registering this as a non-for-profit business. It's going to be registered in New York State because that's where I live. But this is going to stand internationally. This is going to be what this is going to be about. And yes, I chose a lion because I'm a Leo and I like lions, so get over it. But lions are also powerful and very territorial. And I'm territorial when it comes to the LS. I'm territorial when it comes to knowing that the men and women here are safe. And the reason why I say that is just like how somebody tried to make up a story and try to make it sound like I did something that I definitely did not do. That could be any other one of the fellas here. Like Mel said last week, I'm not trying to lose my fucking pension or lose my benefits or lose my livelihood off of some goofy ass fucking around bullshit. Like nobody has time for that. And that's something that has to be understood, something that has to be emphasized. And that is why this is going to be the logo for the safety committee. And every single event, every single promotion that has this on their thing is going to be ones that have agreed to work within the matrix of the safety committee once it is fully online. But I just wanted y'all to see that because I want y'all to know that it's not just about talking about shit. It's about taking action. You all right over there, Nova? Okay, good. I have a feeling she's up to something, but nonetheless, you know. But my thing is that understand, as long as we work together, because this isn't going to just be oh, I'm doing this, and like even with the whole Nova's coming right back. She had to run to the door real quick or whatever. But it's not like this is something like, even with this whole thing that happened recently with me, that doesn't mean that I go throw a chick on the ban list because I don't fuck with her. That's not how that works. You understand what I'm saying? It's about what is safe, what is unsafe. If I get multiple reports, like I got something going on now, another person that apparently has been doing some bullshit, and I'm just looking for some corroborating stories, so that, because even when somebody comes to me, if I'm questioning it and I'm asking for more sources, it's not because I think you're lying about it. It's because it's not fair for me to just take one person's word and then say, hey, what happened? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what that's all about.
Shout out to Jeep, who knows that I had to pee because I've been drinking wine. Okay, so yes to the safety committee. And let me say this. Max has always been a safe space. However, when April happened, Max was like, we got to do something. You know, people are your friends and they're really about you when they put their money where their mouth is. Actions speak louder than words.
Right.
It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. We are implementing the safety committee.
Right.
It's going to be great. So yes, safety committee coming January 2026.
Very much so.
What else? So what are we looking forward to in 2026?
I'm looking forward to the new stuff that's going to come up.
Yeah?
Okay. I'm looking for the new stuff that's going to come up because there's going to be a lot of fun things that's going to go down in 2026. Like I said, there's a whole lot of things that you can look forward to. When it comes to 2026, like for example, the safety committee itself is going to be launched. That's going to be dope. Like, I look forward to that. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of the safety committee being launched, the trips that are going to go down and so on and so forth, I look forward to that. I agree, Jeep. I didn't do as much fucking as I wanted to do in 2025. Cheers. So 2026, I feel like I need a little bit more of that fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so hey, I agree with you guys. All the sex.
Don't let that wine run through you.
It's going. I already went to the bathroom. It's good. So, anyways, 2026, I plan on having way more sex. I need all the D in 2026.
Yes.
What I need. So I need that. 2025 was beautiful. Ooh, fantasies unlocked. I still have yet to get my gangbang, so somebody help the sister out. But
I mean, you had about 5 dudes offer to move into the house. You know, you can have your shit set up on that joint. Like, shit.
That's what I need. I need all the dudes in the chat who want to move into come on over. Let me give you a little audition so that we can get this thing popping. Oh, and a little P. So Jeep's going to help me because I'm shy. I like the girlies, but I get really shy. So Jeep's going to help me with my shyness.
Right.
Girlies. Between Jeep and Izzy and those slutty summer parties, I'm going to be great. That was a highlight from this year. The oral class at the Slutty Slumber Party.
What did you learn from the oral party on the Slutty Slumber Party? Or the oral
I,
class?
I learned to use
Who's the instructor, I wonder?
Oh, shucks. Mistress Divine.
You have her IG?
Doc Izzy does. But I learned how to use my tongue, and then I went and practiced on a lady after the class, and she said that I did a great job.
I'm just saying, I've offered to be tribute to this thing because I could last a long time. So,
lady oral, not guy oral. I feel like I'm great at that. I'm already good at that.
Listen. I'm not talking about for you. I'm talking about, Mistress Divine can practice. You can use me as a practice dummy, so she can know how to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be mature with it. I'm not gonna pop. I'm gonna just be there, and I'm gonna be an example, so they'd be like, okay,
Right? What does that mean? Joy is coming for you.
What do you mean? What does that even mean? That means I'm gonna be the practice, because there's no practice like having the real thing in front of you to practice with. So I'm just saying, take advantage of that. I can last through the practice. Trust me, I can handle it. Let's go. I'm just waiting for Izzy to give me the green light. She be fronting on me with that, man.
No. Izzy.
What do you mean no? So you gonna just be practicing on a freaking piece of plastic? That's how that's supposed to work.
We practice on bananas and oranges. The bananas.
A banana ain't got nothing to do with a dick, nigga. When is banana and a dick got anything to do with anything?
Bananas and
orange?
Yes, for the clit.
No wonder so many of these girls out here is trash. Because they listen, practice on this meat. You ain't got to practice on no goddamn banana.
When's the next Slutty Slumber Party, Doc Izzy?
Yeah, Izzy, when's the next Slutty Slumber Party and all that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Max, you can't come. Literally,
I'm not trying to come. I'm just trying to help them practice.
I can't. All right, what's our closing statements, Max?
The closing statement is, yes, I am jealous of the banana because I'm a better practice model to use than a banana is. Goddamn banana. They're not even designed the same. You can't use the same techniques on a banana you can use on that shit. Fuck around with a banana. You suck on a banana too hard, that shit gonna break. I ain't breaking, baby.
March 20th is the next Slutty Slumber Party. Ooh, and Seymour Pace say he's offering massages for the summer party. Doc Izzy, hit him up.
Oh, because my tantric massages ain't good enough, right?
You didn't say you want to do massages. You say you wanted to be an example of the oral. And
I could do it all. I've been told Izzy about my massage game, Mitch. He know what's up. Now I'm saying, but I ain't gonna get in the way of Seymour. If he want to go do his thing, you know what I'm saying? Go do your thing, man. I ain't trying. I'm just saying, there's a lot of girls there. It might need more than one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Can we get a female masseuse?
Female masseuse's hands ain't gonna be as strong to get the muscles right like a man's hands.
I don't like the strong massages. Like, I don't like those deep tissue. Just touch my body.
You just want to be felt up.
That's a fact. Somebody please come fill me up.
I ain't massaging you. Seymour can do that.
Yes, he can. Anyways, all right. What else? All right. So, in closing, this year with the social experiment has been beautiful. We have been talking about all the amazing topics. We do a great combination of lifestyle, mental health. We have the men's roundtable that we're going to bring back. This upcoming year, we're going to be talking about different lifestyle topics. We're going to be talking about, another topic. I haven't talked to you about this, Max, but the segregation in the lifestyle. And oh yeah, it's going down. And so many other things. So let us know what you guys want to hear about from the social experiment. But we have some topics already ready. So make sure that make sure that you guys are engaged in the social experiment group. Make sure you guys have liked, shared, and subscribed. Share it with your friends. Let them know, because we talk about everything. We're going to talk about mental health. We're going to talk about sexual health. So make sure that you guys are tuned in with us. I am super wine drunk right now.
And I'm going to just run something quick before this girl's head falls on the desk. So, now, all jokes aside, yes. I really have been studying the massage arts, and I'm looking to get certification in that too. That's something I actually am taking seriously, because I discovered a new fetish this year, and I actually have a fetish for acts of service. I like to do acts of service for a woman. Now, I'm not really subservient. Like, I'm not kneeling down and doing all that crazy shit. Not like that. But I like to pleasure a woman. I can literally just enjoy stimulating her and then just walk away, and I don't need nothing from it, and I'm already feeling internally gratified from the activity. Mm-hmm. I've done massages for some people already, and they really, really enjoyed the way that I did it, because I know pressure points. Oh, stop being a child for 5 seconds.
No, it's Jeep. Jeep said that I'm doing my
I'm not even, but I'm being serious. I'm being serious right now. Like, because, and that's something that I really, really do enjoy doing. Like, I create a whole scene. I have a whole experience, If I get somebody in here in my domicile on a one-on-one, I'm going to give her the whole experience. And then she could tell y'all about it afterwards if she want to. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, because I wasn't doing that at that time, Joy. It's been a long time since you've been over here for that kind of activities. But the thing is, in all seriousness, this is serious though.
I'm listening.
That is something that I very much want to add to my repertoire. I already have studied the arts of Tantra. I understand pressure points, the breathing techniques, how to communicate with your client while you are giving them that experience, and things like that. So, that's something that I'm looking forward to promoting as far as this year coming. I might even bring my talents to Hito if I go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not giving nobody hour-long massages for free. I'll give you a little 10-minute little bullshit, whatever.
When I went this year, they were charging for the massages. Like, it was an additional charge.
No, I get it. Because they do that on those sites. But I'm just saying, I don't want people thinking like, this isn't a way for me to get my rocks off. I don't need to do this to bag female. I'm just saying this is something that I really do enjoy doing. And, I want people to, give it a shot. See what the experience is like for you. Little critique. I'll be giving little 10-minute experiences and such out just so people could get a little taste. And like I said, somebody I'm going to give the whole experience to. Ooh. And maybe if they feel like they're willing to reveal how that went for them, then they can do that. I'll see who that ends up being. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that I very much want to make happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, like I said, I ain't gonna be massaging people for no hour on the free. I'm doing enough shit for free as it is. I ain't doing that shit for free too.
That's the fact.
I'm sorry.
2026 is gonna see us monetized. 2026 is gonna see us monetized because everyone.
That's another thing too. what we need from our community. I'm spending money on the safety community for the lifestyle. I'm doing all these things I'm trying to do to make my contribution. But we need y'all to help us out. And not in the way you think. I'm not asking you to open your wallet. I'm saying open your mouths. Click the share button and the like button. I looked at the metrics yesterday. There's like 30% of the people that view this shit that ain't subscribed to the page. I need y'all to get that together. Because there's no way that we can ever monetize if we don't get our numbers up. And only way that happens is with y'all help.
Yes, please.
So we need y'all sharing this. I've seen podcasts that, I mean, I ain't trying to dunk on nobody's podcast, but I've seen shows that are definitely ain't. I mean, just our stream quality alone is like way better than a lot of these shows. A lot of these shows half the time, but they got like fucking 500 damn thousand subscribers. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck did they get here? So my thing is I just wanna, I want to ask y'all just to help us out with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I am very grateful for every single one of you that have taken time out to listen to us run our mouths. Yeah. For the people that were there, even when I was running my mouth by myself, just sitting there on my soapbox, talking about the things that I was talking about, I'm very, very, very much appreciated because that is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this show go through its ups and downs and changes and all this other stuff so that I could get to where it is now. Mm-hmm. And it's going to get bigger and better in the future.
Yes.
You're going to start seeing me wearing logo hats or shirts eventually, like in the summer too. Like some TSX hats, TSX shirts, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna see what designs I come up with. I like designing stuff, so I've been making a lot of shit myself. Like the logo, I made that myself. I just used some AI and came up with some ideas and kept working it until it came out the way I wanted it to look. But yeah, so I just want to thank y'all for that. And you know, we gonna see y'all in 2026. It's probably gonna be the second week of 2026 because the first week of 2026 is gonna be a little tight. So I would say the second week of 2026, maybe the third week of 2020.
I told you my parents got me a cruise for my birthday.
No, I know. But I might still, do a little something.
Yes, we might have a guest host.
I might just do like a recorded video because that's another thing too. That's something that Izzy was telling me too, is that one of the important things for the algorithm itself is the recorded videos because they actually count more when they look at watch time than the lives do.
Yeah.
It's stupid, but whatever.
We're going to be back and we're going to be better. We have so many beautiful topics. People have already been inboxing me like, you guys talk about this, talk about this, talk about that. Mm-hmm. We're going to be debuting the safety committee next year. And that is the most important thing that we're going to be doing. So if you want to donate to that, reach out to us, $5, $50, $500. But this is something that we are of our hearts because we love our community. The lifestyle is important to us. And we want to make sure that it's safe. So share, let people know the safety committee is coming. And if you don't see the logo on their flyer after February, then they haven't connected. And
right, but give it time though. Don't dunk on the promoters yet because it's going to take a while to get to everybody. There's a lot of people throwing events these days. Yeah. These days, everybody's a fucking promoter. Is wondering who even goes to events anymore. Everybody promoting their own shit. We the only ones not trying to throw no goddamn party. I don't want to throw no lifestyle party.
Me either.
I just want to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we thank y'all for coming out. You enjoy yourselves. Have a happy holidays. Please, if you're going to drink, do not drive. And I'm very big on that. Like me, I will take Ubers.
Yes.
Even if you got to take a $200 Uber, anybody that's ever got DUI before, which thank God I never have.
Same.
But for those who have, they've told me the stories of how much money it costs. Even a $200 Uber is way better than the bullshit that you will go through. On top of getting locked up and having a record and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So just be smart, drink and drive responsibly.
Yes.
Take Ubers, have a designated driver, whatever the case, whatever it is you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And just be safe, enjoy your holidays.
Yes.
I got homework for y'all. Find somebody that is redeemable, not irredeemable. But find somebody that's redeemable. Maybe y'all stop speaking for a really stupid reason and just let it separate apart. And try to rebuild that connection. Because I'm telling you, you never know where your blessing might come from.
Yeah.
And your blessings are directly connected to your internal network.
Mm-hmm.
So work on your networks. Get yourselves together. Please, if you don't have life insurance, go holler at my girl, Kanita. And that's not my girlfriend, my girl. Like, we friends. Jesus Christ. You can't even support a pretty girl without them thinking I'm with her. But anyway, because GoFundMe is not a good way to plan for life insurance and funerals and all that shit. You want to get your shit handled. Get your car insurance right, because apparently she does car insurance and house insurance too or some shit. So y'all can get at her for that. Yeah. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Other than that, we will see y'all in the new year.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all time and y'all efforts. And yes, I'm going to be doing that homework. I'm going to try anyway, but niggas be acting funny, so we gonna see how it goes. But like I said, try to get your shits together, get your people tied in close, because we got out here. They trying to eliminate us. We gotta beat them. And us meaning it don't matter what color you are. If you ain't a billionaire, trillionaire, or whatever, we all in the same mud, going through the same bullshit together in this world. So let's look out for each other.
Yes.
I'm out of here. You out of here, or you still got?
I'm out of here. I'm empty.
I bet you is. Peace out, y'all. Y'all be safe. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. All that good stuff.
Yay.
Peace out.